Good morning, guys. Another day, another trek. We're now heading to Tung Fort. We've just begun, and good part as always, I like to start with there is parking available right at the bottom. And yeah, there was a nice map that tells us that we're in the right place and which way we should be going. And the start is pretty simple, actually. You see the steps right away, so it seems like a pretty organized pathway. You can't really get lost that easily unless you really start off in a wrong direction right from the parking, but the map generally tells you there's just one way to go. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how this one is. The stream's coming down. I'm gonna have some water, wash my hands and face a bit with some nice pure mountain valley water. Ah, feels good. All right, let's go ahead.
Well, so far so good.
Yeah, it's not been too tough until this point, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's important to note we're probably less than 1/4 of the way up, so
Okay.
yeah.
And I see some rod hanging there, so
Yeah.
I think a lot of tough patches will come now.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's
Let's see.
maybe it's a sign of things to come. So
Yes.
I wish you all the best. Well, me as well. Depends how tough this thing is gonna be. Let's see. My wife was afraid I was gonna fall down the cliff, but I told her I'm not letting her go so easy. Not letting go of her so easy.
I'm dizzy.
And how do you feel now, Tamara? Share with our viewers.
My heart is like
Yeah,
like this seems easy. But
yeah.
that patch
Some
just
points,
there.
the climb. I don't know if from this angle if you can see it. Yeah, you see. Yeah, that point where you see the cable over there. Yeah, around that part is a little tricky climbing up from there, especially in the monsoon with like
It's
the.
just a small patch, but it's very slippery.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, but
So
I'm here.
yeah,
The only question in my mind is now, how are we gonna come down
yeah,
without rolling down?
yeah. Going down is gonna be a bigger challenge.
Up
but,
is always okay, but
yeah, we have to find a way because we
yeah.
are up now. There's no choice.
we made it up here.
Yay! It's a good view already, and we're not even close to the top.
And so green.
Yeah,
You see that?
monsoon, baby. There we go.
You make it seem so easy.
Yeah, well, actually, this part that you just took is still okay, like, but a couple of steps down, that was
Yeah.
really tricky. So yeah, we couldn't really film that because that would probably be the last thing we'd film. So yeah, because there are some patches there where, like, if you slip, that could be the end of you. Oh. We made it to the main gate, the main entrance.
Finally!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And yeah, I mean, as I said before, we cannot really film the tricky parts because we're trying to stay alive here. And I'm not just saying that for the video. I'm actually a little concerned for the way back down. But hey, right now, let's first enjoy where we've reached.
We are here, yes!
Finally at the entrance, as you can see behind us.
We made it alive.
So we're here at gate number 2. We thought the main gate number 1 is it, but it keeps going. Okay, babe, I think your misery ends here, at least for the journey to the top, because it seems we are more or less on flatter land at this point. Oh, wait.
My misery doesn't end because we need to go down!
No, well, not just that. There's another surprise. I
Oh
think
my god.
maybe there's a way to go up there. I don't know if you can see it in the fog right now.
Yes, you see it.
So yeah, I don't know how that's gonna be now.
She's like doing, don't go up there, huh? See? This crazy man, huh? Even the dog is saying, don't do that.
Come on, buddy. Say some words of support. I've got her up till here now. There you go. Come, come, come.
If he takes this step, then I'm joining. Okay.
That's right. Let's go. From here you cannot see anything. Now we are covered with the mist, surrounded by the mist. So guys, we are pretty much at the top. There is a little bit more. Maybe I can show it to you.
And he would be happy to do that also.
Yeah, what looks like another 50 steps up probably, but I think this is unfortunately the end of the road for us in this trek. We will probably have to start heading down now.
It's like, how are we gonna come down now?
Yeah. But I'm happy. Hey, Tamara
But
did
we are
well
up here.
because it took some persuasion. Just a little more. I see an open flat land, you know, and yeah, you have to, help people. So, yeah, but yeah, it's a nice view from here also up there. Yeah, so that's where y'all can go if
Your wife
have
is not
your-
holding your back. Holding you back.
Again?
But yeah, is it as easy as they say?
No, not really. And you know what?
But it's also because it's monsoon, I think. If
makes
you
it
go,
worse.
if
Yeah,
you go
yeah.
here, I think during the winter or so, it will be fine. But
It will be better,
because of
I
the
think.
rain and stuff. It's pretty slippery.
Yeah, I think even in the winter, like if you like, it's definitely not for a little more elderly people or
No.
maybe kids below 10 or something, or kids below 12 even. I don't know, depends how good your kid is in trekking. But yeah, it's they said it's easy to moderate. I would say at least in the monsoon, it's moderate to slightly tough, to be honest. Yeah, some patches are very
But
precarious.
is it worth it?
Oh, it's totally worth it. It's amazing.
It's a beautiful
It's
hike.
amazing. It's very raw, very preserved.
Yeah. See our friends chilling here, following us. Almost to the top.
And there you see Tamara coming down.
Like a crab.
It's not much to hold, and this is what is next to it, but it's all right. It's just a little slippery. Now, it's nothing to hold here, which would have been great. So, this is an example of a point which would have been good if this continued, but there is nothing, and it's a little tricky, as you can see, in these patches in between. And then you have the railings, which is good, but would have liked a little more. So, this part with the cable, we actually thought it would be easier, but it turns out it is a little tricky. You need to be good with your balance, even though there is the cable to go down. But yeah, you can also shift to the stairs right here, which I think Tamara's gonna do now. Wow, you made it, babe.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay, so we made it back alive.
Another trek completed successfully with all bones intact. Yeah. Yeah, and this time I may have mentioned earlier, as you know, we went to Tung Fort, and an interesting thing that I thought about.
And maybe you need to tell beforehand, once you read the blog, that they mentioned it's an easy to moderate trek.
Yeah. And the interesting part is, I later thought about this, right, is that I had also read that Tung Fort is also known as Katingad. Now, katin in Marathi means tough or difficult, and gad is fort. So we scaled tough or difficult fort today, and the name was kind of justified in a way, because I mean, while it starts with, of course, from the parking, where they have a nice little map there that indicates that you're in the right parking spot. Because actually, when we first followed Google Maps, we went ahead and then we discovered, okay, when you look at it closely, there's another point somewhere
Yes,
else.
exactly.
So we then followed that, and there was a signboard, and we went to a parking there, an open space parking. And still, we were unsure when it's your first time, and we were the first ones there. There was no one. So we were not sure, is this really the right spot? But then we see that map over there, and we said, okay, now, so we're all good.
And it was quite good, like very clear where you had to go, I think, over
Yeah,
there.
yeah. It wasn't, it would be difficult, let's say, to get lost from that point, really, from the parking spot. Because there's actually one way, and pretty soon you really see the steps that start leading up to the fort.
Yeah.
And I think I kind of saw that from below already, like a little bit of those railings up there. But I still didn't understand that there are certain points that are pretty tricky. So it's only once we started climbing up, at a certain point, maybe 1/4 of the way or a little bit before that, is when we saw certain points. There were corners where you have to turn up, and I don't know if the camera really justifies and shows you the extent to which it is.
Exactly, and how steep it is also at
those
points.
at
Actually,
those
where
points.
you need the railings the most, they're not there.
They're missing where they needed
So
the most.
it's like,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
while it's actually also good, like you realize when you're coming down that those railings that are at the flatter road or flatter paths also are very useful when
Of
you're
course,
coming
yeah,
down.
yeah.
But it would also have been really nice to have those railings at some of
Or
those
at least
corners.
like a rope or something.
Something,
like,
at some of those
yeah.
corners
Yeah.
with those steps, because these are very, like, it seems like very natural
It
steps.
is,
Like they haven't,
yeah.
at those corners, it's not like
It's
those
just rocks.
man-made
Yeah.
or like carved or finished kind of steps. So they're literally very odd, the way you find them in nature,
Yeah,
just naturally
yeah,
occurring. Some small, some big, all interlocked and with all kinds of corners, and basically you can slip very easily from them, especially again if it's monsoon. That makes it
I think
even
the
trickier.
fortunate part for us was that it was not raining. So
Oh, yeah, that
like,
would have made it worse.
really,
If
because
it was-
that would have been like
Then it's really,
next
I think,
level.
if it's like moderate to heavy rain, that's probably, you just shouldn't be scaling it at that point.
Yes.
If you're doing, because
Yeah.
it becomes too tricky, I would say, at that point, if you had water flowing down and you had to do some of
Yeah.
those corners and things like that. And yeah, so Tamara, I think you need to explain what happened as we were climbing up.
What do I say?
How you felt.
I had a
How
couple-
nice it was for you
Let's
to
say-
go from
Let's just
those.
keep it like that. I had a couple of breakdowns because it was pretty tough at certain points. Maybe
Yeah.
probably the advanced hikers will think like, "What is this?
Yeah,
This is
for-
easy."
yeah.
But yeah, I'm not an advanced hiker, and
Yeah.
we were not geared up for anything like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was conquering my fears quite a bit at certain patches, I must say. Even though they were small, but they were like pretty scary patches. Like we
Yeah.
said, like it was quite steep
Yeah.
and it was just slippery. So yeah, once I made a decision, okay, I'm gonna do this. I was just like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. This was my mantra.
Yeah, I mean,
to go up, and yeah, while when I reached up, I think my heartbeat was like. So, but yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, no,
I'm
but-
happy that we went up, and that we made it to almost to the top. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I was
Yeah.
proud that like she had a moment where like she was. It seemed like I even told her, I said, okay, you know what? If you cannot, it's fine. Let's just turn back. I don't want to push you if it's too much for you. But yeah, she gathered herself back and picked herself back up, and yeah, we went further from there. So she conquered.
some good support here.
Yeah, but still, I mean, she conquered her fears, and that's a good thing, right? So there was some growth today in this journey.
Yes.
And yeah, so we went further up, and it was quite a relief because it was such a like how do you say, the path that keeps going around, and we were wondering, okay, like how much further is it, and then lo and behold, within no time we were actually suddenly we look up and okay, we're there at the main gate. But it didn't stop there actually. We go inside and there's more further steps, and it was tricky in there also. Once you go through the first
even there,
gate.
in there was a rocky
A rocky path to get further up, and then we
steps.
reach to like the plain land, and then we think, oh, okay, this is it. And then we look, okay, there's some more to climb. And Tamara was again reluctant at that moment, but some kind persuasion, and which I'm happy about now, that she feels happy about going there too, because I had to literally like a little child, just a little more, just a little ahead. And
we needed to say like our friend helped with that. Like we had our dog friends with us, as always with all the hikes.
Yeah.
But
support animals. Yeah.
I told this dog, like, okay, because he was like doing, so I was telling him, like, see, even this dog is saying, don't go further. And then I said to the dog, like, okay, if you take this step, that means that I will go further. And directly when I said it, the dog took that step. I was like, okay. So we went a little bit more up, but like the last part, I think
we didn't do the last part, but that's okay.
Small.
I mean, it was probably, my estimate is probably another 50 steps up. But it did look like a little steep, and we were already so high, and this was further high with no railings and just those odd shaped rocky steps. So for Tamara, that was the limit. She was like, okay, I got this part.
Preserve my energy for going down.
yeah, true. Like going down was a question, but surprisingly, right? I mean, when it actually came to it, when we started going down, even those tricky parts, like you had to be careful, of course, make no mistake about it.
But I felt it was actually pretty easy.
But it was manageable.
I
don't know what it was. Did we like get more confident and accustomed to the path, and like there's not fear of the unknown anymore. You knew, or you're kind of prepared, maybe something like that. Or we just like, you of course have to sit down and cautiously be focused and come down, because still I still maintain one step goes wrong and that's it for you. But it wasn't as tough as we thought it would be on the way down. Having said that, again, we maintain again that it's not a trek for everyone. I think for some people who are maybe not the most physically fit, or are not good with their balance, have bad knees, are maybe a little aged, or much younger kids, maybe below 10 or so probably. It's not for them.
Of course, if your child is a hiker already, then maybe it's okay, but like you need to know what you are doing. And
I think in this trek, so we made it up from the bottom to the top in about an hour 15 minutes in this case, but again, that's including stopping for photos and videos. So I think
while going down, it was just 30 minutes and we were
down. We were actually fast, pretty quick to go down. So I think without stopping for too long for photos and videos, you could probably make it up in 45 minutes to 1 hour one way. But it was another great experience, and I think this is probably one of the slightly lesser explored forts than the other more popular ones in Lonavala. And so that's why.
Yeah, I think it's a very pretty one, because it's so green, because you're also walking kind of through like jungle, like it was very pretty. It's funny because they have put railings. You see like these nice steps below, which means they have organized it and stuff. So there is man-made involvement in it, and yet there are so many parts of it, especially the higher you go, where you see that it's just so untouched. It's really in its most like natural state, like it's the way it's just been evolving over the years naturally, without interference by by man, just maybe just keeping it clean a little bit perhaps, but otherwise nothing really structured, nothing built or so. It is the way that's been for many years, and these forts are basically probably, I'm guessing, mostly 200 plus years old, because I think these were built even before the British era, so definitely more than 200 years old and stuff. So it's very interesting and very good history behind it.
and yeah, it's a good exercise, lovely nature, and I don't know, maybe we will be back for this one as well sometime in the
yes.
future.
Yeah.
It was fun, and next time I think Tamara will be even more prepared to go there. Next time I think we should
then-
try to go to the top.
Yes, but like more so in the winter time, not during monsoon. Okay.
Yeah, okay, fine. That's
Deal?
okay with, that's the deal. That's okay with me. All right. So I hope you
Yes.
enjoyed our video, and stay tuned for the next one.
Bye.
Bye.